DFW is an enormous economic engine for the Dallas-Fort Worth region. We drive about $40 billion of economic activity every year. And we view ourselves as an integrator or a collaborator to bring all the different aspects of travel together. So the airlines, the airport, the federal agencies, and all of our partners.
In 2017, DFW metro area was the largest growing metro area in the entire US. In terms of our passenger growth, we're expected to go from 69 million passengers in 2018 to more than 80 million within the next 5 years. So growth is definitely a significant hurdle to overcome because with growth comes the competition on resources, whether it be natural resources or physical resources such as our transportation infrastructure.
People are at the center of our success here at DFW Airport. And so our goal is to create an environment that is safe, that's diverse and inclusive, that's productive for our employees. And we also want our employees to be healthy. We think that that's the primary way that our employees are going to bring all of their discretionary effort to work and all their talents to contribute to the success of our airport.
Well, I think it's important to understand what carbon neutrality means in an airport. Because many people would say, how could an airport be carbon neutral when you have thousands of airplanes landing and taking off every day? And how airports measure their carbon footprint is on what we control. And the two biggest drivers that has allowed us to be the largest airport in the world in terms of carbon neutrality, and we think it's pretty astounding that the largest airport in Texas actually is purchasing 100% of their power through wind generation. Number two is the amount of vehicles on the airport. And I would say that every airport in the world has far too many buses. We've been able to reduce the amount of buses. We have a wonderful train link to all the terminals, but we still have buses, and one of the aspects of that is all of the buses are compressed gas. But more importantly, we are now moving to renewable natural gas for our bus vehicles, which further reduces the carbon footprint.
The UN Sustainable Development Goals were put in place to allow us a framework to show our commitment to addressing these serious issues that are affecting our world. We see that the ability to align our strategic initiatives with those goals shows that the organization is making a serious commitment on advancing those goals.
It starts with a strategic plan, and many of the UN Sustainability Development Goals are part of that strategic plan. We have the complete support and backing of our board of directors because it costs money. You've got to make investments to continue down this path and to make progress.
And for the first time, we included a sustainability metric, which was CO2 emissions per passenger goal. Our initial goal was to reduce our CO2 emissions by 2020 by 15%. And we achieved that 2 years ahead of schedule. And as such, we've been able to drive a more efficient operations and offset the impact of our growth and reduce our emissions per passenger.
At the airport, we have various programs that we've put in over the years. We have a health and wellness program, and over 96% of our employees participate in that program. And what we're trying to do is to help We also have a medical health clinic that's both are free to our employees. And so our employees can go get a flu shot there, they can get their annual physical there, they can receive health services at no cost to them.
Partners are really important to us on this journey because we learn from them. We create an opportunity where they can gain some exposure. So we just entered into an agreement with the National Renewable Energy Lab. We're also partnering with private industry. One of the innovative opportunities, innovative achievements we've had is installing smart dynamic glass in the airport, which automatically tints, which drives down cooling demand, which drives down our energy costs. Also, customers love it because they become more comfortable. And then also we're looking from an innovation standpoint on deploying sensors and beacons throughout the airport. Time data on not only our energy use, but it could be our lighting, it could be our water usage, so that we can make the appropriate investments to drive more efficiency in those lanes as well.
Some of the actions that we're taking, we have a multi-pronged approach to this. First, we work with young kids. We believe that inspiring kids to be interested in science is critically important, and start teaching them how to use science to solve real-world partisan effort to create policy recommendations to modernize and upgrade our transportation infrastructure. They set an ambitious goal of meeting 2050 mobility needs with 50% of the energy used in 2016.
The employee resource groups provide an opportunity and a bit of a safe environment for diverse employees to develop their leadership skills, and we've seen many of them actually be promoted positions as a result of that. We set annual goals, and we have done that for many years. So when there is work that needs to be done and we're going to contract out, we actually look at, are there small, disadvantaged, women-owned, minority companies who are available to do that work. And then we set a goal, for example, that 30% of that contract is going to be performed by a company in this category.
Sustainable customers. It's becoming more and more of our expectation of our employees. And again, we look at it as not only an expectation that we need to meet, but a responsibility. And since 2010, we've actually reduced our energy costs by $35 million. So while we are proud of the achievements and we think it's the right thing to do, it's also very important to note that it's good business. But we also realize we have to drive value from a cost perspective, and to be able to reduce our utility costs at the same time by tens of millions of dollars makes our airport more efficient, makes it more attractive for more airlines, and allows more air service for our customers.